The Ruidoso Futurity Weekend coverage, sponsored by the Sire Stray Cat, standing in Washington, Oklahoma at Oklahoma Equine.
And hello again, everyone. I'm Greg Thompson of StallionEsearch.com, and on this episode we were able to stop over at Paul Jones's barn to look at all the qualifiers he has going forth in not only the Ruidoso Futurity, but he also has several qualifiers going in the Ruidoso Derby.
Paul Jones not only qualifies the first fastest qualifier, Fine Oak Corona, seen here with Sal Martinez aboard running super impressively in his trial event, but he also gets JM Racing's JM One Hot Boy into the field in this Grade 1 Futurity, as well as 3 qualifiers into the Ruidoso Derby. We were able to catch up with Paul to talk about the qualifiers, as well as the early success in the first part of this Ruidoso meet.
Fine Oak Corona, he's had a couple outs at Sunland. He qualified to the West Texas. He ran 4th in the West Texas. He come into this race with 2 races under his belt, which helps coming into the Ruidoso with a couple of races. It gives him a little experience. So. He's showed always to be a really nice horse, and we made a little rider change on him and put Sal Martinez on him, and he seemed to get along with the horse really well. And the horse ran a beautiful race. We're really pleased. He's a small horse, and he really tries hard and gives it his all. And he drew the 2-hole in the finals, and he's a quick little horse out of the gate. So we're hoping we can get him out there and get something done. JM One Hot Boy is a walk-through fire colt that Dr. Allred bred, belongs to Javier Marquez. This colt was showing probably the most talent of everything in the barn. Lisa did some work with him at the ranch in Tularosa, and then took him down to Sunland and put a work in him there. And then he came up here and he won his schooling race, really impressive. So he was one of the biggest hopefuls in our barn coming into this year, and it was one of the colts that we thought had a lot of talent. And he come back and won his trial like he did in his schooling race, and proved us right. So that's always a good thing. So this is really a nice colt.
Paul, this is about your 14th year and summer here in Ruidoso. Obviously, you've got 2 qualifiers into the Futurity. You got 3 qualifiers going into the Derby today. I mean, kind of talk about in years past. Obviously, you like to have success more at the end of the summer, but it's always nice to start opening the meet with a really good response in the Futurity and the Derbies. How does that equate to, I guess, success towards the end of the summer as it pertains to your 14 years of being here?
Well, we've typically, the way our program works, we usually don't come in as strong early on up here, and then our horses start to come around Rainbow, and then they really blossom during the All-American. This year, Lisa took a few of these horses to Sunland and got them going a little earlier. So some of these horses coming into this race this year were a little more seasoned than what we normally bring them up here for. And I think it's helped us on trial day. It obviously made a difference. We have a really nice group of 3-year-olds this year that were also ready to go early, that were up here in Tularosa training, and went down to Sunland, and some of them had an out and some didn't, but they all got works down there. So we really came into this meet a little more prepared earlier than what we usually do. We have won the Ruidoso Futurity once before with American Runaway, which he had some starts at Remington before we got him. So he came in here a little bit more seasoned. So we've changed things up a little bit to try to be a little more competitive early on, and then hopefully we can have a few of these horses blossom for the Rainbow and come around and be strong for the All-American too.
Introducing the brilliantly bred Grade 3 stakes winning sire, Stray Cat, by one of the greatest thoroughbred sires of all time, Stormcat, out of a first down dash mare named Your First Moon. And now on to the Grade 3 Remington Park Distance Challenge on May 12th of 2013.
They're off in the Red Cell Remington Park Distance Challenge. Shuffled back, My Bandera Beauty, Stray Cat, Also out of that, SRD Bob Wire Bob hugging that rail, puts the nose on the front. Emperor Valerian is right there with the Passimoki, sweeping 4 wide into the turn. That's DM streaking through fire, chased 5th wide is Doc's Dusty Okie. Now Stray Cat 6th finds a pocket to run through and is coming on strongly with Apollo Rocks, both looking for room at the quarter pole. Flying Fish is next, and last, My Bandera Beauty. Emperor Valerian strikes the top of the stretch on the lead by length. My Bandera Beauty still well back, but now starting to move outside. DM streaking through fire. Here comes Stray Cat, splitting rivals and coming on now. 100 yards to go. Stray Cat inside. Emperor Valerian fighting hard in second. DM streaking through fire. Outside in third. Trying to come back is Emperor Valerian. These three on the line. Bobby Nose is in the red cell. Remington Distance Challenge. 3-way photo for the win.
Stray Cat under jockey Cody Jensen shoots through horses at the top of the stretch and prevails at the wire in the Grade 3 event, defeating Grade 1 winner DM Streaking Through Fire and champion distance horse Passimoki in the process. Now moving out to Los Alamitos Racecourse in California, July 7th of 2013, and an allowance event going the classic distance of 440 yards.
And away they go. And a zoom to the top. Got off to a good start. Mr. Michael ambushed Alley's running a strong race, and so is Stray Cat to the extreme outside. In fact, Stray Cat running best of all at this point past the 8th pole, but Mr. Michael is closing in, and here's Holden Perry with a big run from down along the inside, and Holden Perry is closing in ferociously down along the inside. Holden Perry, Stray Cat, and a head bob. Hard to separate those two. Back in third, Mr. Michael, but a photo for the win between Holden Perry and Stray Cat.
Stray Cat scores in the allowance event going 440 yards, showing his versatility with 3 victories at 3 different distances. A bloodline that is graded stakes proven, from one of the greatest thoroughbred sires on the top and one of the greatest quarter horse bloodlines on the bottom side. Stray Cat,